So there's this multi-billion-dollar question that has the entire tech world buzzing right now. Why in the world did SoftBank, one of the biggest tech investors on the planet, just sell its entire stake in NVIDIA?
Anyhow, you're seeing that number right. We're talking about a staggering $5.83 billion. That is a lot of money to just walk away from.
So here's the deal. In October 2025, SoftBank made it official. They sold off every single one of their 32.1 million shares in the chip giant.
Which, of course, leads to the big question, why on earth would you sell the hottest stock on the entire planet?
Okay, to really get just how wild this is, let's first take a look at the company SoftBank just walked away from. We're talking about NVIDIA, the AI gold mine.
I mean, you know NVIDIA. They are, for all intents and purposes, the foundation of this whole AI revolution. They build the GPUs that power pretty much all the large language models everyone's talking about, like ChatGPT.
And that dominance? Well, it's reflected in its valuation. A staggering $4.85 trillion. Yeah, that's trillion with a T.
Okay, now just look at these numbers for a second. This is absolutely insane. We're talking about incredible growth, over 70% revenue growth, nearly 89% earnings growth over 3 years. And those margins? An operating margin over 58%? I mean, these are the kinds of numbers most companies can only dream of.
So yeah, it's really no surprise that pretty much every market analyst has a buy consensus on the stock. By all conventional wisdom, this is a company you hold on to for dear life.
So what in the world is the motive behind this seemingly crazy move? Well, it's not about getting out of AI. It's about cashing out on chips to go all in on AI infrastructure. What you're seeing here is a major strategic pivot. SoftBank is moving from the chip layer, where NVIDIA is king, to the infrastructure layer. Think of it this way. They're shifting from selling the most popular shovel in the gold rush to trying to own the entire gold mine itself. They're betting on building the data centers and applications that will use AI, with OpenAI as their new key player.
This whole thing is really about bankrolling CEO Masayoshi Son's massive, sweeping AI ambitions. It's a huge reallocation of capital for what he believes is an even bigger prize down the road.
And the price tag for this new vision? It is huge. That NVIDIA money is helping to fund up to a $41 billion investment in OpenAI, a $500 billion data center project with Oracle, and the acquisition of Ampere Computing. This isn't just an investment, people. This is an attempt to build the literal foundation for the next decade of artificial intelligence.
But here's the million-dollar, or I guess multi-billion-dollar question. Is this a visionary move, or is history just repeating itself? To answer that, we gotta look at SoftBank's high-stakes track record.
Okay, this timeline really shows what a rocky ride SoftBank has had with NVIDIA. They invest in 2017, they sell in 2019 right before a massive rally. Then they get back in just before the whole ChatGPT boom, and now, in 2025, they're selling it all. Again.
You know, that 2019 sale, it still stings for a lot of investors. Like this one Reddit user pointed out, the value of that holding would have been $160 billion right now. Wow, that is a lot of money to leave on the table.
And look, it's not just about the missed opportunities. The skepticism is also fueled by some pretty big past failures. As another user put it, the same bank that backed WeWork and lost billions.
And that really gets to the heart of the concern here. The Vision Fund's history has been called high-stakes poker, and honestly, for good reason. We're talking losing $32 billion in a single year on bad tech bets. So you can see why this is stoking fears that SoftBank is just taking this massive windfall and fueling a new, maybe even more dangerous AI bubble.
So where does that leave us? Is this move brilliance? Is it a bubble? Or is it somehow both? Let's weigh the arguments for this historic move.
All right, this is the final debate, and the arguments on both sides are sharp. Is it a genius move? Taking massive profits at what could be a market peak to get ahead of the next wave of AI, or is it a huge mistake? Are they just repeating that premature 2019 exit, selling the undisputed leader of the current wave and fanning the flames of a dangerous bubble?
And all of that leaves us with the ultimate $5.8 billion question. Is SoftBank cleverly positioning itself for the future of AI, a future that maybe the rest of us just can't see yet? Or are they making another multi-billion-dollar mistake? I guess only time will tell.